Hi there, Evan here with Crypto and Markets for Tuesday, March 13th, 2018. What we wanted to talk about today was the Aramco IPO. Two stories came out of Reuters yesterday. One was mentioning that the Aramco IPO was becoming increasingly difficult, aka never going to happen. That's just what I think. And two, there's a conflict right now between Saudi Arabia and Iran, this time over where the price of oil should be. Firstly, I'll deal with the last one quickly. It's a sideshow, okay? It's really a sideshow. I know Iran won 60, Saudis won 70. It creates this big news story, apparently. I'm here to tell you, it means nothing. The Iranians can only increase production by about 250,000 barrels a day, more than what they have right now. So even if they wanted to, they're going to have no impact, okay? I've mentioned this in previous videos again and again. The two countries to look at in this deal are Russia and Iraq. Don't look anywhere else. Okay? I'll leave it there. But as far as this Aramco IPO goes, what do we know? We know that the Saudis want a $2 trillion valuation on this deal. Investment banks know as of right now that ain't even close to happening. And really, for it to happen, they need Brent at $80. And remember a few weeks ago, Goldman put out an upgrade on the price of Brent, where they said it was going to go to $80. It had nothing to do with fundamentals. It had nothing to do with anything else. They want the Aramco IPO. Okay? That's all it is. Even with them only selling off a 15% stake in the company, a $2 trillion valuation means a $300 billion IPO. Okay? They're just playing the game here. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with supply and demand. It has nothing to do with money flows. It has nothing to do with anything else but the IPO. Okay? That's all I'm going to state in that upgrade. Mind you, if you read it, if it was absolutely horrible. But again, when there's no research behind it, you kind of get what you get, right? And also, what else do the Saudis want? They want to build a $500 billion megacity. This IPO would go a long, long way towards it. Another thing to go ahead and play into it. So there it is. The Saudis want $80 Brent. Goldman upgraded the Brent price a few weeks ago to $80 a barrel. There's nothing else towards it. They just want the IPO to happen. I mean, even the bankers even know too. Even if the oil price is $60 to $65, there's no way to really get over 1.5 trillion for a valuation. And therefore, this deal really doesn't work for any party. I mean, investment bankers are already starting to back away, right? And again, going back to the Saudi Arabia Iran sideshow, if Saudi Arabia really wanted to punish Iran on the export side, as you know, it's been stated they're worried about getting their market share back, they can just drop the rial 10 to 15% and go ahead and export overnight. Again, are they going to do it? I don't know. It's looking increasingly unlikely now. But again, if they really want to do it, that's what they would do. And another thing as well, too, don't forget this also. There's the OPEC meeting in June. And the current deal they have ends December 31st. And there's already countries talking about a slow, gradual exit from the deal. And it could happen as soon as a couple of months. Has the market priced that in? Absolutely not. Has the market priced in anything for production cuts? Absolutely not. Which then goes back to the bigger story. They're trying to get the Aramco IPO done as soon as possible because they know With non-OPEC coming online as hard as they have, again, US shale, North Sea's come online really hard, Norway's starting to come back online now, Canada's up from last year, and also the big wild card, you have Brazil and Argentina in 2019. And and the Saudis even know this too. If they don't get this IPO done now, it'll never happen. That's kind of a double-edged sword. Because let's say the price stays in the 50s for next year, and Brazil and Argentina come online. I mean, Brazil by themselves have 1.4 million barrels of oil coming online in 2019. That right there is almost all of the OPEC production cut combined. And then they risk bringing oil even more into a glut situation, right? So almost if you look at it, they're probably better off just getting rid of the deal in June, getting it over with, taking the hit right away, and keeping them offline. Therefore, the glut can't grow bigger. So again, to go ahead and put it in closing, I'll keep it short, I'll keep it sweet. Because of the factors I mentioned, the Aramco IPO won't happen. Okay? I'll go ahead and leave it here. If you like what you heard, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe for more. Have a wonderful day.